Okay, so I guess there's this thing going around that um, feminism is pushing this thing that women would rather go out alone in the woods and spend time with a bear than a man. So I don't know. But now we have feminism on full display, extreme radical feminism, okay? And it's that even the bears don't know what the freak this is. Women are paying thousands for ritual rage retreats. Okay, and right. And even the bears are going, what are you doing? I don't know. So we got to see what this is. What, and we mean this in the sincerest way possible, the hell is going on with liberal white women? Well, there is evidence now, there's studies that are done on liberal white women now that are saying that they are the most prone to mental illness in Western society right now. That the statistics are in, and they're the ones who are taking the most antidepressants. Okay, so it says you may have seen the video or one like it before. It's not the first time this has popped up, but for whatever reason, yesterday a video showing women engaging in a bizarre therapy ritual was making the rounds on Twitter and had most people truly baffled. We're not going to spend a long time prefacing this one. We'll just show it to you and see if you can figure it out because we got nothing to watch. So we saw that. So liberal women spend $4,000. Oh yes, only a liberal woman would spend this much money because these people have money, okay? These people have money. That's why they're so influential, but they're still nuts. Liberal women spend $4,000 to bash sticks on the ground and scream at a rage ritual retreat. The bizarre wellness retreat is designed to help women deal with anger. I don't know, does it though? Do they come back at peace? Do they come back having a better relationship with everybody around them? That's what I wonder about these things. Like if you go and you go, okay, go into the woods and just scream and yell and spaz out. Is that long-term though? Does that long-term help? You spent $4,000. Does that have a long-term effect where you come back and you have better relationships with men, women, work colleagues? I don't know if it really does because I still see these people coming back from these things. I still see them doing these things and they come back and they're angrier than ever. They're worse than they ever were. Because I don't think any of this is coming from a place of love for humanity or love for themselves. I think it's people who have low self-esteem, low self-worth, zero self-confidence. They don't know who they are. So I don't know if this really does anything. It's like giving a child a room to have a tantrum in. I don't know. It's like, okay, and they're spent, but I don't know if it really helped. Like, did it solve this problem in the long term? So yeah, we've heard of touching grass, but this is ridiculous. Have you ever seen the show Yellow Jackets? Even the characters in that show watched this video and said, what the F? Don't get us wrong. A nice cathartic purge can be a real benefit from time to time. This does not look like that. This looks like Donald Trump just won 320 electoral votes. These people will still be screaming. That's the thing is, will this solve any problems? I mean, I'm just saying initially. I don't even know what they're doing, but like, is this just a $4,000 grift to come there and act out and, get it out of your system? But then when you go back into real life again, you're going to get frustrated and you're going to want to do this again. Like, does it have a cathartic purge over a long period of time? I don't know if it does. Because these same people will go to another protest. They'll get back from this retreat, and then they'll go, if something goes wrong in their life or doesn't go their way, politically, in college, with work, are they going to just spaz out like they did here at this rage conference? So anyway, here's the question. If you want to scream out your frustrations in the woods and bang sticks on the ground, you can just do that for free, right? Yeah, I know. I thought you could do this for free. But in true AWFL fashion, these women are paying $4,000 for the privilege of doing something that everyone can do for free. It's very on brand. Each of them probably brought a $10 Frappuccino with them for the ride out to the wilderness. But the real reason we're talking about this video isn't really to psychoanalyze it or provide some sociological insights because of how Twitter reacted to it. So Dr. Strange Tweet wrote, ladies, you'll never attract bears like that. That's funny. Hi, yes, the bears that leftist women seem to prefer over men want no part of this. It's true, the bears are like, I'm out of here. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm out of here. Dave Gordon says, a man can only shoot me with his rifle. There's no telling what these crazy bitches will do to me. I don't feel safe. I'm out of here. The bear. I know if I was a bear too, I'd be like, I am so gone. I would not be surprised to see a grizzly, the behind of a grizzly, just running off away from these people. Because these are toxic. These people are toxic not just to bears and wildlife. They're toxic to everyone around them. And I'm like, maybe the solution isn't doing this. Maybe the solution is, maybe you should try just getting along with people. Maybe you should accept the fact that other people have different points of view on things. And that's life. That's part of life that you're just going to have to, just deal with. I don't know. But so they say, we can't blame you, Yogi the bear, and keep Boo-Boo far away from this therapy session. But even though this might scare off any potential bears, that doesn't mean all hope is lost. Oh, that's funny. Maybe they'll find a mate. Bigfoot mating area. Stay on the marked trails and don't make eye contact. The best part of this video is the contrast it drew to a certain other video that's been going viral on social media. You know who doesn't do this? Harrison Butker's wife. No kidding. So Harrison Butker, he goes, I think, what is he, on the Chiefs? He plays for the Chiefs. He goes and he speaks to a college, a Catholic college, gets a, standing ovation, all this stuff, and suddenly the NFL is condemning him for espousing traditional Christian values. That's his own personal thing, man. If you don't like it, then you gotta start looking in this background. Here's the thing. I don't know. I think Marxism has taught all these nut jobs, has tapped into their mental illness, placated their mental illness with things like, hey, guess what? If you can't get along with people, you just revolt. You just have a world revolution, and then people will do what you say because they'll be forced to through a violent revolution. That's what Marxism is saying. So everybody is an oppressor. You can look around you and go, everybody is after me. Everybody is suspect. This is probably more at the core of some of these problems. Is the deeper problem is maybe it's some of your perspective and where your mind is at, right? This is called growth mindset. And I know because someone I'm very close to is very good at this stuff. Like, they're very good at teaching people how to expand their mind, to be open-minded, to be a critical thinker. But I think at the core of the problem is they haven't been taught to critically think about things. So they spaz out. And I don't know if this is going to solve anything, but hey, whoever came up with it, though, they're making bank. It's a really good idea. Like, if I thought, I know this isn't going to do shit for these girls, but there's a ton of white liberal women out there with a ton of money, don't know where they got it all, and they will pay for the stupidest stuff. So I'll go ahead and just open something. You don't even have to have a resort. Just have like a retreat and just have a random place in the woods, like on BLM land or Forest Service land, and just go out there and drive a van out there, drop them off, and let them scream for like 8 hours, and then boom, $4,000 per person. Everyone in this video is probably very upset at what Harrison Butker said. That explains so much. And the mob attacks Harrison Butker for standing up for good moms. Crazy. Why can't they cry in the shower like us normal women? That's funny. Hey, liberal men cry in the shower too, guys. And after sex, especially, and watching the sunset, and pretty much when anything happens at all. Tom Woods says, I wonder if maybe they've adopted a soul-crushing ideology or something. Yeah, possibly that soul-crushing ideology would be the hopelessness and despair of Marxist postmodernism. If you spent years pretending that men can be women and get pregnant, we could understand how your frustration would build up to a boiling point. I guess if you believe in this delusion constantly, that's the thing. Delusion, maybe it can placate you for a little bit, okay? It's like drinking. It numbs it for a little bit, it numbs reality, but you eventually will be confronted with reality again pretty quickly. And you will feed yourself more delusion to numb that and more delusion. But the thing is there is a tension that exists. There is a deep, ingrained tension that exists that I think most people are born with, that says there is a real world and there is this delusional world, but you cannot reconcile these two. These two just cannot be reconciled. You can try all you want to think that men can be women and get pregnant, but the fact is this will not and never will reconcile itself with reality. So you are going to be frustrated all the time if you keep fueling this delusion. And the frustration is that you're going to a rage refuge in the woods to scream and yell, and bears and wildlife are running away from you. Nobody wants to be around you. And I don't think there's much self-love going on there either. I think there's a delusion of self-love, but I think in the end, it's that tension between delusion and reality. And that's why these people are so angry all the time. I think that's one aspect. Okay, that's my pseudo psychology for the day. But this is pretty funny. Ultra gay biker dad says, holy FUQ, they're breaking all the sticks. We love a good stick and we will not tolerate this Karen on stick violence any longer. GH Hill says, have they considered that maybe the trees don't want their negative energy? No, they didn't. What did the trees do to deserve this? I know, poor trees, you know? After watching this video, Treebeard from Lord of the Rings called off the search for the Entwives. I feel sorry for that forest and every critter in it. I know. This ain't so good. This is not good for the world. I'm creating a similar retreat for men where we punch drywall. That's funny. Any guys out there who haven't had a couple too many and punched a hole in some drywall, well, you just haven't lived. Here's a very important tip. Know where the beams are. It will save you an ER visit. Well, yeah, when I was 16, I punched a hole in my bedroom wall, and then I covered up with a poster that I got from a Wheaties box, and it was like a Utah Jazz player. And I just put him up there, and it was up there for years, unrepaired. It worked for a while. Wow, and they claim MAGA is a cult. Yeah, I know. Attention, angry ladies. You can do this for $1,000 at my place. I have woods and a driveway you can hit. Free sticks. I'll take all the sticks when you're done. For an extra $1,000, you can yell at me for a full minute. Just saved you $2,000. You're welcome. Car Dead says, I'd be angry too if I paid $4,000 to a guy who's laughing his ass off in his new Corvette. You know what? I would wonder if like this is a subsidiary of some company that Andrew Tate started. That would piss these people off. Because that just reminds me, that just makes me think, yeah, Andrew Tate. He probably has a subsidiary and then he created another company under that, and it's probably this. Just to get back at these girls, you know, just to get back at these women that he pisses off anyway. So he's probably has a cigar and he's got his hose and all that stuff and his mansion, and he's happy about it. So that would be funny. If this was an Andrew Tate thing, if it ended up being Andrew Tate, I would laugh. Anyway, when they find out they're going to need a whole new therapy session, it's a self-perpetuating business. I can't believe this is real. I'll continue to deal with my anger like an adult and spend the $4,000 on myself. Under Bidenomics, that $4,000 could finance 2 whole grocery store trips and maybe even a full tank of gas. Yeah, maybe. Okay, just enough. There are 40-year-old feminists who complain that no one wants to marry them. Well, I wonder why. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't. White liberal women should be considered a domestic terrorist group. I know there's all these terrorist groups, but I think white liberal women have fueled what they've become. I think the white liberal women are probably more dangerous at this point. Okay. So we live in a South Park episode. Oh, yeah, episode. Eric Cartman would have a field day with these ladies. Remember when they attended therapy sessions that included throwing shoes at pictures of Trump after he was elected? Some based rods. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do remember that. Anyway, new trailer for Planet of the Apes. Yeah, this is funny. As a frequent critic of progressives, I don't go around shouting that progressivism is a mental disorder, but these progressives are certainly trying to demonstrate that very thing, and they're succeeding, lol, unless, of course, this is a new Monty Python movie I'm unaware of. We have asylums for these people, or we used to. $4,000 is the funniest thing you will see this week, maybe this year. This week, yeah, we think so. This year, come on. It's only May, and we still have Pride Month and a presidential election to look forward to. So there's plenty of entertainment coming your way. Just stay away from it. Stay out far. Go to rural areas. Go somewhere out there. Rent a cabin. Stay away from the cities and just watch, okay? Make sure you're stocked up on food. Anyway, it will be very interesting year. It will be very interesting. Anyway, so thought you might like that, folks. I thought it was interesting, and that was my first read through of what the hell that was. So I don't know. I've said my piece, but if you want to go scream and yell out in the woods, I guess you can, or you can pay $4,000 to do it. And then somebody's making major bank off your screaming and raging. So anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.